The first class action lawsuits related to COVID-19 are hitting courthouses in Ohio and Kentucky. WCPO's I-Team discovered at least 6 lawsuits related to the pandemic that are already filed, and local attorneys expect dozens more.
Investigative reporter Paula Christian tells us who locally has already filed suit and what it could mean for the rest of us.
The banks just wouldn't pay.
Attorney Matt Stubbs filed a class action lawsuit that he says could be worth billions. He's suing as many as 4,000 banks on behalf of accountants across Ohio, like David Lowry of Blue Ash.
I had 3 emails from one bank from 3 different people that saying they weren't paying it. So it seemed to me I wasn't going to get it, so nobody else was going to either.
Lowry says banks refused to pay him after he submitted loan applications on behalf of local bars and restaurants through the Paycheck Protection Program. This federal relief program gives forgivable loans to small businesses during the COVID-19 crisis. Lowry says one bank employee threatened to reject a loan if he insisted on getting paid.
He says, well, we're not paying the agent fee, so you might as well take your loan somewhere else.
His clients got their loans, but Lowry says banks never paid him the $35,000 he says he's owed under the law. The I-Team discovered at least 6 local lawsuits related to the pandemic, and attorneys say dozens more are coming. Lowry's attorney, Matt Stubbs, is on the verge of suing over a canceled dance competition that he says cost dancers thousands in entry fees.
That moment has passed. Realistically, the competition will never be staged again. So a credit is, by and large, worthless.
Attorney Bill MARKOVITZ says many businesses forced to close during the pandemic will sue insurance companies over denied coverage.
They have business interruption insurance, but the insurance company isn't paying.
Last week, the Taste of Belgium restaurant group filed a class action lawsuit against Cincinnati insurance companies and holding company Cincinnati Financial. The insurance company also faces a class action suit from MARKOVITZ on behalf of Prima Vista Restaurant.
You have virus exclusion clauses, but in cases where you don't, there are class actions being brought for those insurance denials.
Cincinnati Financial CEO Steve Johnston addressed the issue during an earnings call 2 weeks ago. He said in part because a virus does not produce direct physical damage or loss to property, no coverage exists for this peril. Labor attorneys like Brian Dershaw are also preparing for a surge in disputes between workers and employers over discrimination, unpaid wages, and workplace safety.
What do you do with the employees who are more vulnerable to COVID-19, or if there are other infectious diseases like this in the future? How do you treat them? How do you accommodate them? How do you make sure that they can still perform the essential functions of their job?
Attorneys say a slew of COVID-19 lawsuits filed here at the federal courthouse of Cincinnati will just increase the backlog. Like most courthouses nationwide, judges have postponed jury trials and in-person court hearings because of the pandemic. Paula Christian, WCPO 9 I-Team.